Welcome back to TomPadulaTV and to the second segment of Interviste interviews, series 2. This time I read Viaggio, Casa, one of my poems, followed by an interview with Giulia Campomizzi, and then, of course, my appeal to government in favour of the modern migrant. And now I'm going to dedicate one of my poems called Travel and Home, but I will read it in Italian because Giulia Campomizzi is here with us. Viaggio e Casa, an appropriate poem from Amica Poesia. Viaggio e casa. Tu viaggi per il mondo, vedi i panorami, son belli. Cose che dimenticherai, altre che ricorderai. Il tempo sceglierà quali sono quelle per te. Dopo che tutto è passato, tu sei stato dappertutto, visto tutto, però, stranamente, è come se tu non avessi mai lasciato la tua casa. Il tuo mondo ancora non è cambiato, l'eredità di ieri, il punto fermo di domani. Dimmi se tu hai imparato qualcosa di molto caro, quello che farà di te una persona migliore con cui abitare. Hai scoperto una piccola cosa di te che tu non conoscevi. Sei contento con te stesso e l'area del mondo in cui vivi tutti i giorni? Hai riportato un messaggio per qualcuno caro? Un gentile sospiro per le loro orecchie? Dici che nella nicchia del nostro cuore troveremo tutto il mondo, che nella nostra fantasia possiamo vedere delle cose più belle dei gioielli del mare, perché dopo tutto la cosa più fantastica è il mondo di una persona felice del suo destino senza riguardo del luogo in cui si trova. È su questo tema che è uno che viaggia per divertimento, non per lavoro o per un futuro. Voglio chiamare a Giulia Campomizzi per parlare con lei un po' di questo problema attuale, che poi magari non è un problema perché il viaggiare per qualunque ragione arricchisce la persona. Quindi ecco a voi Giulia Campomizzi. Giulia, benvenuta. We should really speak in English a little bit and in Italian, of course, as well. So, Giulia, tell me something about yourself.
Hi, my name is Giulia. I've been a theatrical actress since, I think, for 7 years, 8 years now. I'm a psychologist in communication. I graduated in Padua University in Italy, and I just came here in Australia for my second time on a working holiday visa.
Second time on a working holiday, and you were able to get the working holiday visa
Yes, I did.
For the second time?
Yeah, I did a woofing.
That's okay, not a problem at all, because we would like to have you here in Australia, because we enrich ourselves every time people like yourself come to live in this country, because it's a big continent and needs a lot of qualified people. It is one of the premier nations of the world today because of various realities, like we've got a lot of mines, we've got plenty of land, we are in the southern hemisphere, as against Italy that's been up there in the northern hemisphere for so long and has such a rich cultural and historical presence in Europe. Now, what's a girl like you coming from there doing here?
Yeah, good question. I'm looking for hopes, looking for my future, job opportunities. I have a dream, like every travelers in the world who change their countries to go somewhere else. I have mine, and I'm sharing this dream with my boyfriend. We're really confident in getting what we're hoping for. And we expect a lot from Australia, this beautiful country that embraced us last year. So we just came here with new hope, with new sight about this country. And we have this last card to play. And then we love travel, of course.
You like to travel.
Yeah.
And as a visitor, that's now twice staying in Australia for a whole year at a time, you really have fallen in love with Australia. And I hope that our governments, both here in Australia and in Italy, give you the opportunity to choose whichever country you want to stay in. Because after all, we're all members of the world community these days, and as long as you do things legally, that's what we really prefer in Australia. You are most welcome, and I do hope that you find some sponsor, probably an institutional sponsor, because they're the best ones. They guarantee work, and they can look after other needs because they have larger, well, they're employers of groups of professionals, in your case, a place like a school or a theatrical company. There are many other places. No. Not in a small place like this, because we are struggling here as much as the Italians in Italy, although you say we don't. I can tell you that there are difficulties in this country too, for a lot of individuals, and especially for a lot of our young people as well. So good luck with whatever you choose.
Thank you.
And good luck to Nicola, your boyfriend, and I hope that we'll see you more often and come back to me for our next interview. So, sure. Giulia, grazie per oggi, è stato un grande piacere vederti qua. Ciao all'Italia e speriamo che tramite l'internet ti guarderanno sicuramente.
Sicuramente sì.
Cosa vuoi dire ai tuoi amici italiani lì in Abruzzo?
Se volete venire noi vi aspettiamo.
Va bene, allora grazie a Giulia di nuovo. Grazie, arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Ciao. Well, that was Giulia Campomizzi, and she is one of those young people in the world who go from country to country looking for opportunities. So they're not, well, they're the modern migrants, people who are highly qualified in one country looking for opportunities somewhere else. Governments have a responsibility to give these people a future, but it's easier said than done when the need is so great. So I hope that more than anything else, the heart plays a big part in the way we are governed and in the way people are welcomed from one place to another. As I mentioned before, as long as people do these things legally, in most cases, because sometimes the legality doesn't work, especially when you've been terrorized in your own country. So that's where the heart comes in. Well, those in power, please take note. Come back to us for segment 3.